There is a moment every woman has experienced. You are dressed beautifully, your outfit is considered, your jewelry is right, your shoes are intentional, and yet something about the whole picture feels slightly off, and you cannot name exactly what it is, so you change your shoes. You try a different necklace, you adjust your hair, and still something is pulling the entire look in the wrong direction. Look down at your arm. 9 times out of 10, that is where the answer is sitting quietly, waiting for you to notice it. Because here on Ageless Black Glow, we talk honestly about the details that most conversations skip over. And today, I am talking about the one accessory that has more power over your overall image than almost anything else you put on your body: your handbag. Not your dress, not your shoes, your handbag. Because after 60, the wrong bag does not just fail to help your look, it actively works against it. It can take a beautifully dressed woman and make her appear tired, dated, or as if she dressed without thought. And it does this so quietly that most women never trace the problem back to the bag at all. Today, I am walking you through 5 specific handbags that are undermining the elegance of Black women over 60 every single day, and for each one, I am giving you the exact upgrade that changes everything. Stay with me until the 5th one, because that is the mistake almost every woman makes without realizing it, and the fix is simpler than you will ever expect. The first handbag that is quietly working against you is the oversized, shapeless, everything bag. You know this bag intimately. It has been with you through seasons, through errands, through long days and unexpected moments. It holds your glasses and your keys and your medicine and your phone and approximately 17 other things you might need at any given moment. It is loyal and it is practical, and it has never once let you down, and visually, it is costing you more than you know. Here is what an oversized, soft, collapsed bag communicates before you say a single word. It says wait, it says busyness. It says I chose what was convenient rather than what was intentional. And for a Black woman over 60 who carries herself with the kind of strength, grace, and history that only decades of living can create, that is not the message your accessories should be sending on your behalf. When a bag is too large and too soft, it pulls the eye downward and outward. It adds visual bulk to the silhouette. It makes even the most beautiful outfit look slightly unfinished, as if the last piece of the picture never quite arrived. The clothes can be wonderful. The shoes can be perfect, but the bag brings everything down because it fights the outfit instead of completing it. The upgrade is a medium-structured bag with a defined shape and a clean, firm base. It does not need to be covered in hardware. It does not need to be a recognizable brand. In fact, the simpler and more architectural it is, the more elegant it tends to look. A structured bag tells everyone in the room the same thing. This woman is composed. This woman is intentional. This woman chose this. And that quiet confidence elevates every single thing you are wearing alongside it. The second handbag working against your elegance is the oversized logo bag that announces itself before you do. I want to be thoughtful here because I understand the appeal completely. A recognizable luxury bag feels like a statement. It feels like proof of something. It feels like a shortcut to looking expensive. But here is the truth about logomania after 60. When the branding is too large and too repeated, the woman disappears and the label takes her place. And you are far too interesting, far too layered, and far too beautifully present to be upstaged by a pattern on a bag. True elegance at this stage of life is not about volume or visibility. It is about restraint and intention. The most refined women in any room are almost never the loudest ones. They are the ones who have edited, who have removed what was unnecessary, who have chosen one beautiful, quiet thing instead of several noisy ones. A bag that whispers quality through its texture, its stitching, its silhouette, and its hardware will always look more sophisticated than one that shouts a brand name across the room. The upgrade is a bag with beautiful material and clean lines, smooth leather with visible quality, rich pebbled texture, elegant understated hardware, a strong shape that holds itself without needing a logo to justify its presence. When your outfit is vibrant and flowing and full of personality, a quiet bag becomes the anchor that makes everything else look more intentional. It gives your look a place to rest, and it lets you be the statement. The third handbag that is quietly stealing your elegance is the dull, faded neutral bag that goes with everything and does nothing for you. I see this one constantly, and I understand exactly how it happens. You buy a neutral bag because it is safe. It goes with every outfit. It never clashes. And over time, as the color fades and the texture dulls and the shape loses its crispness, it becomes invisible. Not in a good way, in a way that flattens the entire look and drains the energy right out of an otherwise beautiful outfit. Here is something I want you to understand deeply, because it matters specifically to you as a Black woman over 60. Your skin has warmth, depth, radiance, and a richness that deserves to be honored by the things you carry near it. The right bag color does not just complete an outfit, it makes your skin glow. It echoes the depth of your complexion or creates a beautiful contrast against it that draws the eye upward toward your face where it belongs. A deep cognac bag against a dark outfit creates a warmth that is stunning. A rich burgundy brings out the gold in your skin and makes your jewelry look more intentional. A structured cream bag worn with darker clothing brightens the face and lifts the whole look. Forest green, navy, oxblood, ivory, warm camel. These are not trendy choices. They are timeless ones that work specifically and powerfully with the richness of melanin-rich skin. The upgrade is a bag chosen with contrast in mind. If your outfit is soft and flowing, choose a bag with structure. If your clothing is dark, choose a bag that brings warmth or light. If your look is simple, choose a bag with beautiful texture that gives the eye something worth finding. Color and texture used with intention do not shout. They simply make everything around them look more considered and more expensive. The fourth handbag that is working quietly against your image is the worn-out favorite you have not been able to let go of yet. This one is the most personal on the list, and I want to speak about it gently, because it is not about the money you spent or the memories attached to it. It is about what it is communicating right now, today, on your arm. There is a moment in the life of every handbag when it crosses a line, when it stops looking loved and starts looking neglected. The handles begin to crack, the corners peel, the hardware loses its finish, the shape sags inward, the lining tears, and we stop seeing these things because we stopped really looking. We reach for the bag out of habit rather than choice, and habit is one of the quietest enemies of elegance there is. A cracked handle and a sagging base speak loudly no matter how beautiful the rest of the outfit is. They say I have stopped paying attention to myself. And that is never the message a woman of your grace and your standard should be sending. Letting go of a worn-out bag is not wasteful. It is an act of self-respect. It is a decision to show up for yourself as fully and as intentionally on the outside as you already are on the inside. The upgrade does not have to be expensive, it simply has to be in good condition. A clean, structured, well-maintained bag at any price point will always look more refined than a tired designer bag that has passed its best days. Condition speaks louder than cost every single time. The fifth and final handbag mistake, and this is the one I promised you from the beginning, is pairing an overly casual fabric or nylon bag with a polished and elegant outfit. This is the mistake that is most invisible, because casual bags have become so normalized in daily life that we stop registering them as a mismatch. A nylon backpack, a canvas tote, a floppy fabric shoulder bag. These have their place, and I am not suggesting otherwise. But that place is not beside a tailored blazer. It is not beside an elegant maxi dress. It is not beside a beautifully pressed trouser and a silk blouse. When the outfit speaks one language and the bag speaks another, the whole look loses its internal logic. The clothes say grace and intention, and the bag says, I am just running out quickly. And convenience, as necessary as it is, should never be allowed to borrow the elegance of an outfit you worked hard to put together. The upgrade is finding a bag that looks polished even when it is practical. A structured leather tote instead of a fabric one. A clean crossbody with good hardware instead of a canvas strap. A refined medium shoulder bag instead of a nylon zip. These choices do not require discomfort. They simply require the same level of intention you already bring to your clothes. So there they are. 5 handbags that are quietly working against the elegance of black women over 60, and 5 clear and completely achievable upgrades that change the entire picture. The oversized shapeless bag swapped for a structured medium bag with a clean shape. The loud logo bag swapped for a quiet, beautifully textured piece that lets you be the statement. The dull, faded neutral swapped for a bag chosen with color and contrast in mind. The worn-out favorite released with respect and replaced with something in its prime. And the casual fabric bag reserved for casual moments and replaced beside polished outfits with something that speaks the same language as your clothes. Your handbag is never just a bag. It is the punctuation mark at the end of your outfit. It decides whether your look reads as complete or still searching. And a woman of your history, your presence, and your beauty deserves a punctuation mark that is as considered and as powerful as everything else she brings into a room. Tell me honestly in the comments which of these 5 bags you recognized in your own wardrobe. We are all learning here, and there is no judgment, only growth. If this gave you something valuable today, subscribe to Ageless Black Glow and stay close, because next week I have something just as honest and just as useful waiting for you. Until then, carry yourself with intention, carry your bag with purpose, and always remember that true elegance is never an accident. It is a choice you make every single day.